Hey everyone, welcome back to another session with me. This is Sanyukta Saxena. I'm sorry to keep you on hold for these 3-4 days. There was a festival of colors, Holi, celebrated in India. And also, I hurt my fingers, so I couldn't have held my pen with my right hand. So, the delay, I'm so sorry for that. I know many of my followers keep waiting for me to upload a video each day, so sorry for that. And today I'm going to again teach you another new tangle called Hirari by CZT Midori Furuhashi. Yeah. This is again a very floral, a very leafy, organic looking tangle. And we will continue this journey of learning tangles issued by various CZTs for a little more time because there are quite a few more tangles. Although there are so many tangles that keep coming up every day, you can have a look, choose your own from the site tanglepatterns.com or masterquelle.de. But I am basically going with tangles that I use often, which I like, which appeals to me. And you can either go with it, learn few more by referring to the website. So just choose tangles that come to you easily. Choose tangles that you like, that appeal to you. If you like grid tangles, you like organic tangles, whatever you like, dramatic tangles. So choose things of your choice, tangles of your choice. So let's get started with today's session. I'm going to have some discomfort with drawing, but I will try my best. So Hirari starts with this pot kind of a shape, something like this, right? It's a U with some curved ends, and then we get a nice curl here as if the leaf is folded, the petal is folded, and then we just connect the two ends like this by another curve, and then we just draw lines like these. Right? This is the Tangle Hirari. Now if you want to play around, again, I've drawn that shape. You can always give curls, and you can give curls here also. Yeah, and then just bring down the lines, connect the lines to the bottom. And that's it. That's the basic tangle. Yeah, again, it gets a lot of dimension when you shade it. The folds start to show like folds once you add that graphite, and rest is up to you. How do you want to shade? Right? So generally this is the way to shade, but it's again open depending on what kind of a tangulation you have created, what is the variation, what other tangles you have combined it with, right? So it all depends on that. So this is how the tangle looks like a folded petal. Yeah. So again we will draw a tile today. Practice this tangle a little more, right? So I'm going to again work on a Zendala. So let's get started. Let's use Hirari as a border tangle today. Like, it will be fun, and I think it will be easy to draw because the shape is such that you can draw it in continuity. Yeah. So I'll show you how. So my border is in place. My tile is no longer blank. I am now going to add one more aura inside. Right? Use Hirari as my border tangle. So adding one more aura inside where I will add something else. Yeah. So once we are done with that, let's start with the shape. Give a nice curl. Go back. Right? Now there is no need to disconnect. You can again come down. Give a nice shape. Again go back. Make sure there is adequate distance, right? So there should be distance in between. So maintain that. Again go down. So I'm just drawing the zigzag, trying to use Hirari as a border tangle. Yeah. Make sure you keep enough distance between the two ends, else the look of the tangle will vary. Yeah. Again, give a nice curve. Probably we'll just give one big one here, like this. Yeah. So I'm now going to, yeah, go to the second step. Add a nice fold. Give a nice curl. And then bring down lines. Like this. Yeah. Again, going to the next one. Take your time. Again, the third one. Take your time. Yeah. So I'm going to continue the same steps to be repeated for all. Draw at your own pace. Yeah. So I'm going to continue like this. Take your own time. So I am now on the last one. Give a nice curl. You can either add a straight curve or you can add these scallops. Right? So we are done with that. Now we have these in between spaces. I'm just going to simply aura the space the way it is. You can also go with diva dance if you want. Right? So I'm just going with whatever spaces I have and just going to add auras inside. If you want, you can add some ink to the innermost like this. You can also add some weights here and there if you want to, like this. Yeah. So let's do that for all. Close auras. Just going with whatever shape I have here. Just inking the innermost. And just going to add some bit of weight there. Yeah. So just do it at your own pace. Something like the tangle wood that we learned. However, the shape is a little different here. So I'm going to ink the innermost aura. Yeah. One more I'll show you. So that's one. Depending on whatever spaces you have. So just go with that. And some bit of weight there. So I'll do the same for all the spaces. Yeah. So still continuing with the same, almost finishing now. Yeah. And the last one, this is a bit bigger one, so just do the same. But if you want, you can create a space for your chop there. Yeah, so I might as well insert an orb here and then continue in the same fashion. Something for my chop, since it is a big space there. Yeah, so we'll see. Now we have the inside space. So choose any tangle of your choice, right? No, so I'm going with a simple tangle called spoken. So I have inserted an orb inside and I'm going to add a caviar there like this. This is a Zentangle original. Yeah. And then I'm going to retrace a part of the orb and just draw double lines with auras. Rotate, again retrace, draw lines. First I'm going clockwise, draw lines, again retrace, draw lines with an aura, right? Again you can now go anti-clockwise, so I'm going to go like this now. Add an aura, again rotate, go in the opposite direction, again rotate, go in the opposite direction. You have to draw behind, so that has to be done. You can't avoid that. So just make sure you don't cut lines and you just retrace a part of the orb and then go forward, so it looks like the wheels, the spokes of a bicycle. That's what the tangle is inspired from. You can always give a slight curve to the lines, not an issue. Again, I'm going to draw a few clockwise, depending on whatever spaces I have. I'm just adjusting. Yeah. So I think that's enough. Now if you can add as many as you want. If you want, you can completely ink the inside space or you can add some other tangle. Yeah. So let's add a few of the tunnel vision that we have already learned. Yeah. So I'll just add a few of them and then ink the rest. I'm going with some simple tangles here and tangles that we already learned. So I'm going to add one tunnel vision here. Simple tangle to draw, we already learned. If you are new to this tangle, please refer to my earlier video on tunnel vision. I'm sorry. Again, adding one more. Take your time. So I'm still placing a few. Tunnel vision. Before I go ahead and ink the rest of the space. Yeah, you want, you can add those. So once you are done with drawing that, now rest of the spaces can be inked, right? So I'm going to go back. So this may get lost somewhere, so I'm just going to add one more aura so that it does not get lost in my inking. And now I'm just going to ink the rest of the space. Yeah, so you can take your time and do that. You can also add some other tangle there if you want to, in between spaces of spoken. This will add a bit of drama to my tile, so I'm going to ink it. Yeah, so please do that at your own pace, and I get back to you. So I'm still inking, almost finishing with my inking here. You take your own time, no hurry. Make sure you ink the sections properly. If you want to add some other tangle in between, you can, like I did with tunnel vision. So you can add some other tangles and ink the rest. Yeah, so just can add bunzos inside. Any drama tangle will look nice. So we are almost done here. Yeah, so let's now move on to shading. So I'm going to start with my Hirari and just add shade here. So spaces are small, so I'm adding shade inside here and some touches here, right? So let's see. First let us blend it. So adding some shade here will give a shadow effect under the petal which is folded. But the spaces are pretty small, so you have to ensure that the whole thing doesn't go gray. Yeah, something like this. So let's do that for all. As far as these folds are concerned, I'm just going to add some here. That's about it, right? Again the next one in the same fashion, here under the fold, and then here. Yeah, some bit here. So going to do that for all, shade in exactly the same fashion. Yeah, so do it at your own pace. Slowly I'm going to add graphite to all. Take your time and do that exercise. Yeah, So I'm still blending the graphite with a very light hand. Without blending too much. Under the folds. Yeah. Little bit here at the ends. Just a touch there. Yeah, done with that. You want to add a little shade on the tunnel vision, you can. But they are small, so just keep it to little. Otherwise they will get lost in the black. Just mild touches there. Not too much. Just a bit. You can always add around your center orb of the spoken. Make sure the ink has dried up, else you'll damage your tile. There's a lot of inking there. Yeah. Now some bit of embellishment. Always a good idea. Well, when I see black spaces, I'm always tempted to do this. The black sky look. Yeah. So you can add it to all. You can add it to few. That's your personal choice. How do you want to go about? Or you may not add the dots. Keep it absolutely black. Yeah. So let's see. I think it's adding, so we can. That's it. Yeah. So that's our tile for today. Now if you want to add things, you can always add another tangle in the center, right? For example, you can add orbs in the center line, you can add printums, anything of your choice. You can redo certain lines. Right? So I'm going to keep it simple and let you play around with it. So a little retouching the lines there will re-emphasize the fold. Yeah. So that's about it. I'm going to put my chop here and sign and date my tile. right? So I shall see you again with few more sessions on tangles by CZTs. Till then, have a good time. Bye bye.